that I found you at the right time. You're running my mind. Oh no, it's been a long time. Oh, I've been searching for a long time. Glad that I found you at the right time. Oh, you're running my mind. I can't lose this loving, this loving, this loving. Don't wanna lose this loving, this loving, this loving. I can't lose this loving, this loving, this loving. Don't wanna lose this loving, this loving, this loving. I see what I've been missing. Been through many seasons, but I never found the person.
Hello, welcome to Conjugal Bliss. I'm Dr. Priscilla Ashanebare. Thank you for joining us. We are going to be continuing our topic, the power of choice. But today, as I said last time we were here, that we are going to be talking about a particular emotion. So the subtopic for today is the power to choose to control your anger. The power to choose to control your anger. Ephesians 4:26, God told us in His Word, Ephesians 4:26, He said, "Be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your wrath." Be angry, but do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your wrath. God is telling us, yes, I know you're human. You're allowed to get angry. You're allowed to express when you are displeased. You're allowed to get angry. But make sure you do not sin. So today we want to see and explain what exactly is this emotion called anger, and how can I be able to use the power I have to choose to know how to express the anger, when to express the anger, so that I do not sin. Let me ask you, have you ever been angry? I think the answer is yes. If anybody should say no, I think that person needs deliverance or needs to be taken to see a psychologist. Everybody gets angry because an emotion is a natural thing. But the question is, when, how, and to whom? And are you allowing your expression of anger to get out of control, or is it under control? When we are not careful while expressing our anger, there's a possibility of us sinning. But we don't want that. We don't want to be in a place where we won't be pleasing God. In order not to sin, then, there is the need for us to know what is anger, how to express it. Anger is a natural thing. It is a powerful emotion as well. It is what helps us to tell people that we are not pleased with whatever they are doing, or whatever they've said, or whatever they haven't done. Anger is similar to fear. It can help us to confront life-threatening situation. It is what will set you in a fight and flight mode. Anger is a survival mechanism that God put in our bodies. Somebody will be wondering, what? Just stay with me. For example, okay, recently, not too long ago, I saw the video of people were shouting, "Oh, snake, 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 snake," and there were people around. And this woman came out and she got a cutlass, and you can see that she was angry in the way she was hitting the snake and was able to kill the snake. So that is a scenario where the anger comes in for you to be able to do what? To face a life-threatening situation in order for you to be able to survive it. Anger as well is an expression of frustration. Yes, When people they've tried to do something, that all of a sudden you see them, they get angry because the result they're getting is different from what they expect, or the way people are behaving towards them is not what they are expecting, or the situations and circumstances they are putting in. You can see a businessman who has been, putting in money in a particular business, but nothing is coming out of it. No profit, is all a loss. When you see them, you see they're angry out of frustration. And you better be careful, because sometimes people can vent their anger on innocent people around them. Okay, people get angry when they also think that they are at a disadvantage, when they feel hopeless and helpless. People get angry also during that time. People also get angry when they are trying to protect a loved one. Like a mother who told a child, don't talk to strangers. And now they went out somewhere, maybe in a supermarket or in a mall or anywhere outside. And all of a sudden, the mother just turned a bit, and lo and behold, by the time she turned around, there was a child talking to a total stranger. What would the mother do? The mother will have to met out at least a little form of discipline, maybe to spank the child at the bottom, or to do something to let the child know that, no, you're putting yourself in harm's way. I've told you, don't talk to strangers. Now, that mother at that particular time is angry at that child because of what? Because she wants to protect the child. Unfortunately, that is what sometimes children do not understand when parents are trying to tell them, don't do this, don't go here, don't say this, don't step in that place, don't dress like this, don't talk like this. And your parents are angry at you when you do not do such things. It's not because they hate you. It's out of love. They know, they have gone through that process. They know what it means to not to obey their parents, okay? You not obeying them as your parents, they know what can happen outside of that. They know that evil can befall you. So your parents are trying to protect you. So when they are angry at you because you disobeyed, it is out of love. The Bible said that the son the father loves, he chastises. Oh, praise the Lord. Anger is expressed when a person thinks that another person is being neglectful, that another person is being disrespectful, maybe somebody is being abusive, demeaning, or is threatening them, and so on and so forth. So when people, they think that somebody else is against them, they can get angry. It can express that feeling, through their anger. Anger is also what will make people to stand up and say, no, we will not take this anymore, to fight injustice, to rise up and say no more exploitation, to rise up and say no more slavery, no more hardship. Yes, anger is what will make people come out and do that. Anger could serve both negative and positive purposes. We are talking about the power to choose to control your anger. But right now we are trying to understand what are the areas and when people express their anger, or when is it that you expected to express your anger, or why people express anger. We've mentioned a bit. Okay, now we're trying to say that anger serves both negative and positive purposes. It is positive when it is done in a self-preserving way without harming anybody. Okay? It is positive when it is done in a self-preserving way. It is negative when it becomes maladaptive, when people are now out of anger, want to go out and harm people or harm themselves. We are going to be explaining this later. So we have anger that is serving a negative purpose and anger that is serving a positive purpose. So you're saying being angry can be positive. Yes, like the mother that is trying to protect the child, that is positive there. Or the anger you have to stop a snake from entering into your house, that is positive as well. Another thing is anger can be expressed verbally or physically. Anger can be expressed verbally or physically. It can be through words. And that is why God told us that you have to be careful of your words. He said, let your words be seasoned with salt, full of grace, so that you can be able to know how to answer everyone. Because your words are very powerful. We spoke about that already. Remember the mother that I said was angry in one of my episodes, and the child did something, and she was so angry. And she said, if not, except if I'm not your mother, that is when they won't bring you back to me. That's when they'll bring you back to me dead. And as the child was running away, so that the mother would not be able to hit him or her, I'm not sure. The person telling the story said a car ran over the child and the child died, and they actually brought the child dead to the mother. I believe the mother would regret ever saying that. So be careful what you say when you are angry. So anger can be expressed verbally. It can be expressed physically as well. And there are several ways of expressing anger verbally. When it is verbally, it is through words, okay? People can hiss, people can sigh, they can make all kinds of sounds just to show that they are angry. When it is physical, you can see the facial expression, tightening of the fist, grinding their teeth. You can see how even people of lighter complexion will turn red, okay, when they are angry. You can, and around this time, it is more than what you see on the inside. When people are angry, something is happening on the inside, okay? Something is happening on the inside. The autonomic nervous system is aroused. And this would lead to the arousal of the sympathetic nervous system. Now, the sympathetic nervous system is associated with neurochemicals and hormonal changes. So what will happen? You now see people, there will be increase in heartbeat, the perspire, there will be increase in the rate of their breathing, because their body wants to take in more oxygen to be able to produce energy, so that the blood can carry more oxygen to the muscles to get the person ready to defend him or herself against life-threatening situation. So the blood will carry adrenaline. So you can see when you get angry, so many things are happening in your system at the same time. Now, all these were supposed to put you in a survival mode, so that life-threatening situation, you can have enough energy, boldness to be able to do what? To fight it or to flee from it. So it's supposed to put you in a fight or flight mode. It's supposed to help you to protect yourself or your loved ones at that particular time. It is a biological, inherent fight or flight mode. Now imagine somebody that is in this kind of a mode continuously. Oh, it will affect the health of the person. Don't let me go before myself. Oh, don't let me go before myself. Okay. This state that you are in when you are angry is supposed to give you the ability and all that is needed to help you to survive. To help you to survive. That is what is needed. You are supposed to have this for a short period of time, not prolonged and not repeatedly. It's supposed to be for a short period of time. No wonder when you see, I remember there was this, he was an ambassador, okay? And one time they told my husband to pray for him that his blood pressure was something else. And one day when we got around him, you know, when you know people, you don't know them until you get around them often. And we now saw that this man was given to temper. My husband said, no wonder the blood pressure that is skyrocketing. If you get angry, imagine putting yourself in this state where your heart rate is fast, your breathing is fast, you're perspiring, and all these hormones are being released, the adrenaline and all that, continuously. Of course, it will affect your health. Your system of your body will be compromised. Your immunity will be compromised as well. Such people will end up with bowel problems, digestion problems, cardiovascular diseases. Even sometimes it can be cancer. Yeah, research has shown that when people are given to too much of negative emotions, it can result in cancer. Remember, the Bible said the crushed spirit dries up the bone, and when there's strife, there's all kinds of evil. The Bible, God is not joking when He's saying this. All this that the scientists are discovering is there's nothing new under the sun. It's in the Bible. So when you are in the state of anger, you always get angry repeatedly. You are doing yourself a lot of harm. I remember there was this couple that came and were counseling them, and discovered that this man, he can get angry. And remember last week I said that your emotions are tailored either by nature or by nurture. So while digging and digging and digging, I discovered that this man's father was also given to outbursts of anger, and one day he was just crossing the road, fell and died. Maybe he was angry with somebody and just like that, he died. Control your anger. Make sure you are not somebody, even if you've been doing that before, repent from today. Make up your mind. I will not let my anger control me. That is why you hear some people that will say, oh, I was mad at him. I was mad at her. Yes, the state of anger is temporary madness. That is it. Temporary madness. Okay. Whew. Let's go back. So when you get angry, I was talking about the fact that there's this arousal in your system, okay, when you get angry. The sympathetic nervous system is the feed and breed system. Now, when it's continuously being aroused, it will not give room for the parasympathetic nervous system to come into play in your body. Now, the parasympathetic nervous system is the rest, okay? Is the rest and digest system. It is what helps you to have good sleep. It is what helps you to be able to digest your food well. It is even what helps men to have good arousal sexually. It is what helps a woman to be ready also for a husband. So some men when they come, they said, I have erectile dysfunction. Sometimes I like to see how do they control their anger. Or a woman that is complaining, I don't want to be with my husband. It's so painful, and yet you're not even hit menopause yet. Are you controlling your temper? Okay. Are you controlling your temper? So if it is only the feed and the breed, that is the, what is it called? The sympathetic nervous system that is being aroused regularly, and the parasympathetic nervous system is not, then there's no balance in your system. Before you know it, there'll be problem with your body, there'll be problem with your marriage, there'll be problem with the relationship. People don't love to be around somebody that is always angry. No, I don't like it. Don't want to be around sadists for anything. They just flare up. Why? Being in a prolonged state of this would do what? Will affect your health. So do yourself a lot of good from today. When people are doing things that will get you angry, tell them, I love myself. I don't want to die young. I love myself. I don't want to carry diseases all around. I love myself. I want to have a happy home. Control your anger. Tell yourself, no, control myself. Let's look at Job. Job chapter 5. Verse 2, and see what the word of Lord will tell us here. We are still talking about the topic, the power to do what? To choose to control your anger. Job chapter 5, verse 2. It said, for wrath kills a foolish man. Let me look at another version. Maybe it's going to make it easier for us. Let's go to the easy to read version. Easy to read version. Job chapter 5 verse 2. Job chapter 5 verse 2 here. Easy to read version says that a fool's anger will kill him. Do you think God is playing? You know, when we just read the Bible, sometimes we just read and we go, stop. Today, stop and listen. A fool's anger will do what? Will kill him. Because your system, it will kill the person, as I've explained. So next time somebody is doing something that will make you to get angry, tell yourself, I don't want to die young. I don't want to have a broken home. You know, sometimes when couples, they come for therapy and we're having sessions and they're talking about what is the thing that they're handling, I just discover it's just because somebody is not ready to let go of the hurt. It's keeping the anger. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Some people, because of anger, they'll be estranged from their family members, there'll be betrayers, there'll be revenges and all that. Many people who have committed crimes that have landed them behind bars. If you see, anger. Some people they've lost their jobs because they could not control their anger. Destruction everywhere because people could not control their anger. You have to be able to do what? To control your anger. Job chapter 5 verse 2 says the anger will do what? Will kill the person that is angry. Anger kills. It maims. It turns homes into hell for people. Control your anger. A fool's anger will kill him. Today we've been discussing about the topic, the power to choose to control your anger. We haven't finished what we want to talk about. Make sure you join me again next week because we are going to be continuing this topic, the power to choose to control your anger. We've spoken about the fact that anger can serve positive or negative purposes. We've spoken about the fact that it can be expressed verbally or physically. And we've spoken about the negative effect it's having on your system when you are always angry. It's supposed to be something that will just come once in a while to put you in a survival mode. Do you love yourself? Okay, make sure that you control your expression of your anger. Thank you so much for joining me today. I pray the Lord will keep us all. Make sure you join me again next week on this same station at this same time for what? For another episode of Conjugal Bliss. God bless you.
Glad that I found you at the right time. You're running my mind.